Brave victims of the Arthur Collins horror nightclub attack wept in court as they slammed him for leaving them with a life sentence. The 25-year-old ex of Towie star Ferne McCann hurled the corrosive substance across a packed dance floor as a brawl broke out at Mangle E8 in Dalston, East London, on April the 17th. The horror was one of Britain's worst ever acid attacks and left dozens of bank holiday revellers injured. Collins is waiting to be sentenced after he was convicted of grievous bodily harm with intent and 9 counts of actual bodily harm on 14 victims. His victims today slammed him at Wood Green Crown Court during his sentencing as they read out emotional victim impact statements. Phoebe Georgiou, 23, was celebrating her birthday when Collins launched the substance over crowds on the packed dance floor. She told Collins, "I'm on the old Phoebe.I grieve for her every day." The brave victim said the night of the attack was the day my old life was taken from me physically and mentally. I will never be the same. Quote, she added, "You couldn't find a shred of human decency to admit to what you had done. I have been given a life sentence by you." Brave Sophie Hall broke down as she faced Collins, telling him she knew when the acid was hurled at her, she would be scarred for life. She said, "I knew my face was a mess. I could feel it in my hands.It was all blistered." Quote, the estate agent was with pals in the nightclub for a birthday when she saw a plume of white smoke coming towards her. She added, "I was in extreme pain and my skin and eyes were burning." Quote, "I was in terrible pain. I couldn't see properly. I was crying. I was in shock, sat on the floor." Quote, "My clothes had all melted. Every time I look in the mirror I can see my scars.And. Even though they are healed considerably 8 months later, I am scarred on my face, arms and shoulders. The doctors have told me I will always be scared for the rest of life." Sophie's friend Lauren Trent also wept as she explained how her birthday will now be an anniversary of an acid attack. She added, "I was celebrating my birthday that night when you threw acid across the dance floor. Forever my birthday will be the anniversary of the night I was involved in an acid attack." A place I should have been safe, and a place where hundreds of innocent people were that night. You changed not only my life, my best friend's life, my family, my friends and your life. But you don't know what it feels like to have acid thrown at you, the pain, what it feels like to have acid burn your skin. It was 1:45 a.m. in the morning. That's the time my parents received a phone call from me. She tells you her skin is coming off in her hands from her neck.All she can see in the bathroom is people screaming. Just because my scars appear small to you or remain hidden, they're huge to me. Judge Neryl Lucas, QC, praised the 3 victims for their extraordinary courage in returning to court. Collins, who had been out celebrating after discovering Ferne, 27, was pregnant, admitted throwing the liquid, but said he did not know it was acid. He told the Wood Green Crown Court he thought it was a date rape drug and had snatched it from 2 men, after overhearing them planning to spike a girl's drink. But jurors saw through his lies, and he was convicted of grievous bodily harm with intent, and 9 counts of actual bodily harm on 14 victims. During his trial, he painted a profile of himself as someone who respects women because of his 4 sisters. But during his sentencing, which is ongoing, the court was told that Collins received a police caution in 2013 for threatening to throw acid in the face of an ex's mum. Collins claimed he was broke and earned just £7,000 last year, but the judge questioned how he could afford 2 mortgages and Harley Street hair transplants. Collins went on the run after the attack, but was tracked by cops to a house in Northampton, where he broke both his feet leaping from an upstairs window in just his pants. The attack left screaming clubbers falling to their knees in agony, rubbing ice on from their drinks onto their burning skin. Following the incident, Collins texted his sister.One message read, "Tell mum to mind that little hand wash in my car acid." Following the verdict, Met Police Chief Simon Lawrence branded the attack cowardly and barbaric. He said, Collins went to the nightclub that night with a bottle of a noxious substance with the intent to use it to inflict serious harm. He indiscriminately and recklessly sprayed the substance in a crowded place, knowing full well the danger this would pose to a large number of people. Close quote. He said Collins then stayed in the club for more than an hour after the attack as the emergency services arrived without a care for his victims. he added. Collins, knowing he was wanted in connection with this offence and that the net was closing in on him, tried to evade officers, but he was ultimately arrested and taken into custody. Quote, "We pay for your stories. Do you have a story for the Sun online news team? Email us at tips@thesun.com.